Hey everyone, Tanner Bell here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm the founder of MakersGonnaLearn.com, a digital die cutting platform delivering you guys the best cut files and education on mastering your machine. In today's video, we have 10 Cricut Infusible Ink hacks that you probably did not know. We cannot wait to share these with you, and if you love Cricut Infusible Ink just as much as we do, be sure to check out our playlist link below. We have videos from our first impressions to our beginner's guide, and we have tips and hacks on using different types of blanks other than the Cricut brand. So be sure to check out that playlist to see the full training, but in today's video, we're going to share with you some awesome hacks. Let's jump into it. The first hack is being sure to keep all the oil off your transfer sheets. So the infusible ink is really a transfer sheet for the ink. And if you have your hands and your hands with the oils on it, all over it, touching it, it could potentially mess up your ink and not have for a flawless project. So what we're recommending you guys use is some type of brayer. If you do not have a brayer, they sell these at Cricut. They sell these at all the craft stores and some of the art aisle. You can see different artists use these, but Cricut has this one on the site with a lot of their sewing when they came out with the maker for putting fabric onto the fabric grip mats. So it works really well to help also make sure that you get your infusible ink transfer sheets onto your mat without ruining any of the sheets. Another hack is that you always want to make sure to remove the transfer sheet with gravity. You guys have watched in our other videos where we lay the mat face down and peel up. This is also very important for infusible ink. We also recommend taking the mat and kind of curling it because the transfer sheet is a little bit more like paper rather than vinyl. So you can kind of have it already pop out for you guys. That way, once it's removed, you're able to weed it a lot easier. And again, Cricut does not recommend traditional weeding tools. They actually try to recommend you guys try to use your hands because it snaps out really easily. This next hack is really important. It might sound a little crazy, but I'm a full believer. All right, so after you cut out your design, before you heat up your Easi press, here is what we're saying you should do. You should grab your Easi press, flip it over, again, an unheated Cricut Easi press, flip it around, and place your design right on top of here to make sure it is the proper size. So we know that the Easi press we have right now is 9x9, but you would not believe at how many times I thought I made a design 9x9, and it comes to find out it's just a little bit larger. This is really, really important that you're getting nice, even heat more than ever with Cricut Infusible Ink, so you have to have it be a one-hit wonder. If you want to make those larger projects, I highly recommend getting that larger Easi press to have that, because if you are heating it multiple times or hitting the area 2 or 3 times, certain areas on the shirt or fabric or anything will have deeper saturation than other areas. So you really are able to tell when you've hit the project multiple times. That's why you want to make sure to have it be able to all fit on one. So being able to lay it flat down and make sure that there are no pieces of it going off the edge is extremely important with Cricut Infusible Ink. Believe it or not, you don't even have to use just Cricut brand blanks. We love the Cricut brand blanks, but there are so many other ones out on Amazon. One of our favorites that we actually recommend more than a Cricut blank are these amazing Hanes shirts. These are awesome, they're fantastic to use, and again, anything that is made out of at least like 90 to 100% polyester is going to work great with Cricut Infusible Ink, and we have a whole video comparing different blanks. So if you're interested to see where you could save money and where you can get some alternatives, be sure to check out that video in the playlist. But there are so many other types of blanks that you can use to make the possibilities truly endless that you can find over on Amazon. This is a big one, guys. For any cloth material, you want to make sure to use a lint roller to remove any residue, any lint from the shirt. Even if it has been prepackaged, you want to make sure there is no lint, no hair, no nothing to keep you from a flawless design transfer. So use a lint roller, and anything that is non-cloth, use one of these little microfiber lens cleaners to clean off the surface again from any oils, any lint, anything like that from your coasters or anything that is just non-cloth, okay? That is going to save you a lot, and again, make sure you get a flawless project every single time. This is one that a lot of people are not sure about, but as long as you do not see ink on your butcher paper, feel free to reuse it. Now, granted, it's a very affordable thing to purchase. We purchased this large roll of butcher paper on Amazon, and man oh man, is it really affordable. So if you are weary and worried about, any ink getting transferred over on the butcher paper from our testing, you would be able to reuse butcher paper quite a bit, but you can also order it in bulk like we did for around $20 and have probably enough butcher paper to last you a lifetime, honestly. And it's very affordable, so feel free to reuse it if you're short on butcher paper and you don't want to run out to Walmart late at night or anything like that. As long as you do not see any ink that could be on there, that is the one thing you want to look out for. But as long as there's no ink on it, feel free to reuse it. Another great hack is that if you have multiple Easi Press mats like we do, we always recommend you guys to lay one on your surface and then one inside the shirt, tote bag, anything like that. Again, making sure to follow the traditional directions with printer paper or something like that to protect the other side of your surface and to protect your Easi Press mat from ink. This one right here is a little tricky, so stick with me. Always preheat your surface, whether it be a tote bag, a shirt, a coaster, anything like that with your Easi Press. But you need to make sure to let that cool completely before applying your Cricut Infusible Ink transfer sheet to the surface. Because if you apply it and it's warm, with iron on, it would be totally fine. But with the ink, it could start transferring too soon, and we do not want that. So if you want a flawless design, again, be sure to preheat all your material to make sure there's no moisture in the shirts or fabric or anything like that, but be sure to let that cool completely before you go ahead and lay the transfer sheet down onto the project. This next one is also kind of crazy. We were testing versus laser printer paper that is so hard to find versus regular copy paper. And believe it or not, for both the Cricut Infusible Ink pens and these pens we have right here to compare, they both work great on laser paper as well as regular copy paper. And if you know how hard it is to find laser printer paper, you will know how awesome it is that you can actually use regular printer paper. So if you guys try that at home, leave us a comment and let us know your results of using that regular copy paper too. If you're working with coasters, mugs, anything like that, you can use heat tape to make sure that the image is going to stay down onto your project, and you do not even have to use the Cricut heat tape. You can pick this up on Amazon for quite a bit cheaper, and we have found that it works great either way you go. Isn't that awesome? There are so many hacks and different ways to use different materials than just what Cricut provides, so we cannot wait to see what you're making with Infusible Ink. If you have projects, be sure to share them with us on Instagram at MakersGonnaLearn. We cannot wait to see how you use the artwork from the membership in with your Infusible Ink. We have so many more videos sharing with you guys how to use Infusible Ink and creative ways to make awesome projects, so stick with us. And again, be sure to always check that playlist because you never know when new videos are added to it. Guys, if you're brand new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button to get notified when we post new videos. Turn on that bell so you get notified as well for live streams. And if you guys love this video, give us a thumbs up and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.